How's the shoulder? How's life?
I'm feeling great. Life is good.
How demanding, how rigorous was that, the whole process, getting the shoulder back? And I'm sure you're still dealing with it.
It was tough at first, especially just the mental part of it all, knowing that you couldn't really do anything. But just with the training staff and the coach and all the support from my teammates and family, it's just been a lot easier than most people would think.
When will you be full go?
That I'm not sure.
In terms of when you'll be able to play, you don't know when?
No, I don't.
What are you doing now? Just rehab and stretching and lifting
Yes.
or anything?
Rehabbing and stretching.
When was the procedure itself? When was that?
April 11th.
Okay.
Did you have to sleep in a reclining chair for a month or something like that?
About 2 weeks, yes, I did.
Yeah, because I've heard once you have one, you never want to have it again.
Yeah, never. I wouldn't wish it upon anybody.
The surgery or the popping
The
out?
injury itself.
Do you feel any sense of relief, though, that maybe this is all behind you after these last couple of years?
Definitely do. I just feel a lot better, like almost a new person.
It hasn't popped out anymore, right?
No, it hasn't.
I guess just kind of where is the offseason in general? I know that generally it seems like things kind of start to get fired back up around now. Where do you guys feel like you are as a team getting ready for summer workouts?
I feel like we're in a good position. Everybody that went home and that's returning did their summer workouts that they had to do at home. Everybody's came back in great condition, a great mindset, and we're just ready to get this season rolling.
Thomas, why did you decide not to even test the process of the NBA draft?
Well, I just love the place of value. I love playing under Coach Crean, being here with my guys, And I knew there were key things that I needed to get better at, so I just thought I'd take that time out to get better at the things that I needed to get better at, and then just go home, and then return back to IU and get ready for the summer.
Was there a process you went through to kind of get to that point? Did you talk to anyone about weighing the pros and cons of declaring and versus staying and just staying in school?
Yeah, I talked to my parents. I talked to my coaches, the coaching staff. And I talked to a couple other people, that were close to me to help me with this process. And then the best decision for me was to just return back. It was my decision to not test the waters. I just wanted to stay here and be with my teammates and the coaching staff and get better.
What are those things, I guess, you sort of pinpoint and you talk about you want to get better at between last season and next season?
Just being more focused on the defensive end, being there for my teammates, a lot of quickness, moving up and down the floor better, and also on the offensive end, being more of a threat to score, either help my teammates out.
You're obviously not the only guy coming back, but with Yogi, with Troy leaving, do you feel a greater sense of responsibility, I guess, maybe take up a little bit bigger role?
We all know our responsibilities here. We all play our roles to the best of our abilities, so I don't try and put too much pressure on myself. I know my guys here, they work their butts off, just like I do. So it wouldn't be too much pressure putting it on me.
And then, Josh, how are you feeling, and where are you at in terms of what you're working on, what you're preparing for?
I'm feeling good. I still do my knee protocol, my rehab, all that type of stuff. So, I'm feeling good. I've been working, practicing. I had a full year of practice, so I think I'll be ready.
What did you gain the most out of the time you were able to start practicing again and have an opportunity to go up against somebody like Yogi in practice?
I say just the mental part, just watching on the sideline, just learning, seeing the game from a different perspective, and just seeing what I need to work on from the sideline.
What do you think the biggest improvement you've made in the last, since you've been hurt until now, in your game is?
Just making better decisions, being able to read the defense, seeing what plays I need to make, not forcing it. So that's been the biggest thing.
I guess you're pretty much full go at this point, or?
Yeah, I'm full go. Yeah.
When you watch a guy like Yogi, what do you take from that? The things that he was able to do, the things, I know you're not the same player, but what do you take from that help your game?
Just the way that he was a leader. He was very accountable of his own work. He led the team, made sure everybody was in their right spot. So that'll be the biggest thing, just his leadership.
Have you guys started to envision how this team will be compared to last year's team in terms of style of play or roles of people?
No, we haven't really.
Too soon?
Yeah, a little bit too soon, but we just all going to embrace the roles that we have to come into. I think the freshmen coming in will see that as we set example for them.
Thomas, what's the most important thing when the incoming guys get on campus this summer that they do to kind of get up to speed? What was maybe the thing that you learned last summer?
Biggest thing for me was just probably, besides the conditioning part and weightlifting, is the mental toughness that you have to bring each and every day. You know, the 6 a.m. lifts and conditioning sessions that we have. You know, you got to bring your A game and always have that mindset. You know, also your teammates will be there too to help you through anything. You know, so I would say for the freshmen that are coming in almost to any college at all would be like mental toughness and listen. You know, always taking as much information as you can, be a sponge out there.
Kansas, Carolina, Louisville. What do you think about the schedule?
I like it too.
Because
It's pretty competitive.
You know, we have 3 great teams that you just named right there. You know, and being at Indiana, that's what we want to do is just play the best competition out there. You know, and playing against those guys to bring the best out of all of us.
Is the revenge factor anything with UNC on the schedule? Are you looking forward to getting a second crack?
Come on. You should know that, yeah.
that game's at home. You're looking forward to that one?
We're all looking forward to it.
Can you two guys talk about what Josh, brings for this team? We've not seen him play for Indiana yet.
Like you said earlier, I think he just breathes that leadership. Like even though he couldn't play in any of the games physically, just on the bench, he was always talking to us, telling us where we needed to be. He was already embracing that role that he knew was going to be left for him.
Yeah, going off what Juwan said, I agree 100% for him, and also in practice, the work ethic that he had after practice, getting in there when me and Rob would go in there and get more shots up and do more work, he would be the first one in there. He was a sponge just trying to get as much information as he could, and you could see it developing during practice each and every day, and we needed that.
Thomas, you get to work against Deron Davis this year, someone with similar size. That would be beneficial to your development over the next year?
Oh, yeah, it'd be beneficial for both of us, going against a guy that's just as big, great skill work, very big basketball IQ, and then him coming in with me, being here going into my sophomore year that knows the ropes around these guys, around like what Coach